This is a mindfulness of emotions exercise. The nerdiest people amongst us will call it negative emotion differentiation, but instead we'll call it mindfulness of emotions. Okay, so I'll ask you to get yourself into a comfortable posture. So just sort of straighten the spine a bit and maybe a little more open. You don't have to be stiff or uncomfortable, just open. And take your attention and shift it internally. And if you are comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and do that. If not, just sort of gently focus somewhere. And the first thing we'll do here is just sigh. So bring your attention to your breath and just do this a few times. I'm not focusing on taking a deep breath. I'm just focusing on sighing the breath out. And we do this because it's inherently calming. And just take a moment then to rest your attention on your breath now. Just letting your breath breathe itself. Bring a little attention to the body, especially to the places that your body comes in contact with the floor or with the chair, whatever you're sitting on. Just notice what it feels like to come in contact. What does it feel like to be supported? And now, expand your attention to the body. Just notice what you're feeling inside. Scan through looking for sensations. Wherever you notice anything, no need to change it. All you're doing is just giving it extra attention. Our attention's like a flashlight. So just shine that flashlight throughout the body. And now we're going to start to pay attention to the emotions. I will lead you through this. So firstly, check in and see, are there any emotions right now for you that are in the category of anxiety? So fear, worry, panic. Just check in and notice. If something's there, name the emotion. And then maybe very quickly notice if you have a sense of the reason you have that emotion. If so, just acknowledge it for yourself. Okay, and now check in and see, are there any emotions there that are in the category of anger? Is there annoyance? Is there irritation? Is there rage? Again, if you notice that, name the emotion. And again, maybe in one sentence form, if you know it, maybe name why you feel that emotion. Okay, and now, what about the category of sadness? Any sadness, disappointment, grief, feeling down? If so, name it. And very briefly, if you have it there, just acknowledge why. Now, fourth here, any shame or guilt. So Shame is there's something wrong with me. Guilt is I have done something wrong. So just notice for yourself, is there any shame? Is there any guilt? And again, if so, what is the reason attached to that? No need to change any of these. No need to get into it. We are just acknowledging, differentiating the emotions and acknowledging. This is beneficial as a way of not having a clump of emotion, but instead differentiating and defining. It also turns on parts of the brain that help us to emotionally regulate. Okay. And our final category here, check in and see, are there any positive emotions? Is there contentment? Is there curiosity? Is there relief? Just check in for any positive emotions. Acknowledge what they are. And again, very briefly, what's the reason you have those? And final step, you've probably acknowledged, differentiated a series of different emotions. Now, from your position, observing, of all of these, which one's the strongest? Or which one is calling out the most? Which one needs the most attention? No need to do anything, but just acknowledge that for yourself, because you may want to, at some point, delve into that a little more, now that you know that it is the most important thing at the moment. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, you can have a deep breath, a nice big sigh, and bring your attention back externally again. I hope that was helpful. If you want more information, I have a book that's out now. The title is Dating Without Fear, Overcome Social Anxiety and Connect. You just go to whatever your local Amazon is and look up me, Thomas Smithyman, or Dating Without Fear, Overcome Social Anxiety and Connect. There's Kindle version if you feel like hiding it so no one can see what you're reading on the train. There's a paperback if you feel like proudly showing it to the world. There's an audiobook out in case you want to hear me give you 12 hours worth of therapy on this.